But look, we should, of course, chat to the big man in Alan Williams, who's been good enough to join us on the jump. Alan, congratulations on the win tonight. You moved to 12-7. How did you assess that one?
We did what we needed to do. First and foremost, thank y'all for having me today. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. But like I said, we handled business today.
Hey, Alan, you guys seem to have found your groove. You had a number of injuries, significant injuries coming into this one, but didn't seem to bother you, just that next man up attitude.
Yeah, Tommy Greer and the rest of the staff has done a really good job of assembling a good team, a deep team, and we believe in all of our players. So it's next man up mentality, and just hold down the fort until we get those guys back in the lineup.
Big Sauce, Leonard here now. Be truthful. When you guys had those injuries the other night, what did Simon say to you? How do you fix this team?
It's one of those things where it's part of the game. So I don't think Simon said anything too special or motivating. We just kind of knew what we had to do. We knew that this one was thrown on us kind of last minute, and we had to be prepared and ready to go. And everybody stepped up tonight and had a really good team performance.
Alan, for the Phoenix fans at home, we've spoken about the injuries here, but looked like you might have tweaked an ankle there at one point as well. Can you set the fans' minds at ease at home and let them know how you're doing?
I'm in a lot of pain right now. It hurts, but I had to be there for my team tonight. Simon Wiggy, our athletic trainer, did a phenomenal job of making sure I could get out there and finish the game. And Phoenix fans, I'm a tough dude, so I'm going to try to continue to keep going and pushing it through.
No, you are a tough dude, and we love what you're doing. And you're going to have to do some heavy lifting, it seems like, well, we don't really know, but probably maybe for the rest of the season with your big fella, your running mate, Joe Chi. He's no longer with the team. Can you provide us with an update on where that stands, and will we see him again in a Phoenix uniform?
Yeah, obviously it's a bad deal that we lost Joe Chi. He has family issues, and that first and foremost comes before anything. So we're in total support of him and doing whatever he has to do to make sure everything's okay back on the home front. And we'll welcome him back with open arms if and when he's ready to come back. But as far as his situation and that kind of stuff, I'm not really familiar with it. I think there's a better question to ask for the management staff. But for now, we just got to rock with what we got and just try to keep getting second these wins.
Well, what you have is Mitch Creek, who is in some stunning form once again this season. 75 points in the last 2 games. Just talk us through what it's like playing with Mitch Creek at the moment.
It's amazing. He's the ultimate leader. He leads by example and gives 110 every time he's out there, which is why the Phoenix fans gravitate towards him, and which is the reason why we're able to play so well. So we go as he goes, and tonight is no other thing. He does what he did what he does, and so it's always fun to sit there and be on the court with him and see him do these spectacular things. But it's really motivating to keep going.
Now, Sauce, we know you're also a foodie and you've been enjoying your experiences here in Australia, but with Christmas coming up in just a couple of days, I know you're playing on Christmas Eve, but what have you got planned for Christmas? What are we going to be throwing down?
We have, obviously, the game against Adelaide on Christmas Eve. We fly back early in the morning, so my partner and I are going to try to find a good meal and get some Christmas spirit in, FaceTime the folks back home, and really just get into it. But it's another one of those things. When you're playing basketball overseas, you typically miss Christmas at the house. So it's nothing new for me. We got a nice tree, got the presents under there, so it's all good, and love is everywhere for sure.
I reckon Gazy's got some room at the Christmas table. Gazy, what is the invite?
More than welcome to come.
All I need is the invite. Just drop the location.
Happy to have you on board. Hey, but with the remaining games, with your schedule, it's with your home venue not being available for a period of time, is it a change of the plan, a change of the practice routine? Are you guys doing anything different to prepare for the last third of the season?
Yeah, obviously practice structure changes when you're down a couple of guys, and so we just got to be really smart. Will Blake and, like I said, Simon Wiggs and Av or Kumar do a really good job of structuring and making sure that we're good to go all the time. So props to our training staff for keeping us healthy and right. And then our coaching staff does a tremendous job of working with them to make sure we get everything we need. We don't lose anything, but we also don't overexert ourselves during practice. So I think we'll be fresh. I think we'll be ready to go. We're not ducking away from anything, and we're looking forward to finishing out this thing pretty strong. So
what's next, Big Sauce? What's going on next for you guys?
We got the flight early in the morning tomorrow, get back for a day. Then we fly to Adelaide the following day, play that game, come back home. It's a lot going on, but I mean, that's what they pay us for, is to be available and ready. And we can't starve these great NBL fans of good basketball. So every night we're going to go out there, put on a good show, and try to get the victory.
Hey, and Josh Childress, one of the owners in town. It's nice just to, a few extra little zeros in a pay packet in front of the owner. Need to turn it on while the owner is in town.
Hey, anytime you get the ownership group around, it's always great. They're a tremendous group of people and always there to support us, and so it's great having Josh here. Obviously, he can lend some advice because he was a hell of a player when he played, but now with the ownership group, he does a tremendous job of making sure everybody has what they need. So great to have him here and, keep this thing rolling.
Alan, thank you so much for joining us on The Jump. Congratulations on the win tonight. You've been very generous with your time. Have a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year.
Merry Christmas. Thanks so much, guys.
See you at the Gaze household on Christmas
Cheers.
Day.
Cheers.